In a beautiful garden filled with life, everything seemed vibrant and magical. Shrubs and trees lined the pathways, and flowers of every color swayed gently in the breeze, spreading their sweet fragrance. People loved to spend time here, sitting on the benches, taking in the serene surroundings, or strolling along the well-kept paths. It was a perfect spot to relax, unwind, and enjoy nature. But the garden wasn't just a place for people. It was home to many creatures. Birds sang melodious tunes from the treetops, butterflies fluttered gracefully from flower to flower, and rabbits darted playfully through the bushes. High up in one of the trees, a busy beehive hummed with activity as bees buzzed from bloom to bloom, gathering nectar. Among the garden's vibrant residents, one butterfly stood out. Its wings were a kaleidoscope of colors, shimmering like jewels in the sunlight. Both children and adults admired its beauty. Children often giggled and chased it, their laughter echoing through the garden, while adults paused to marvel at its elegance. The butterfly became the star of the garden, admired and loved by all. However, not everyone was happy about this attention. One bee, in particular, felt a sting of jealousy. "Why does everyone adore that butterfly?" thought the bee. "All it does is flutter around aimlessly. Meanwhile, I work so hard, and people just run away from me, afraid I'll sting them." The bee decided it was time to confront the butterfly. One sunny day, as the butterfly rested on a flower, the bee buzzed over. "You think you're so special, don't you?" said the bee, its voice tinged with jealousy. "Everyone loves you, but what do you really do? You don't even have a home or store food like we bees do." The butterfly, startled by the bee's harsh tone, asked, "Why would you say that?" The bee smirked. "Look at me. My hive is up there in the tree. My family and I work tirelessly, gathering nectar to make honey. We have a place to live and food to eat, no matter what the weather is like. But you just float around. What will you do when the flowers are gone, or when it rains or snows?" The butterfly paused, then smiled gently. "You're right, bee. I don't have a hive or store food, but this entire garden is my home. The sun, the flowers, and the breeze sustain me. I live in the moment, enjoying the beauty around me. Isn't that something special too?" As the butterfly spoke, a bird perched nearby overheard the conversation. "Why argue?" chirped the bird. "Both of you are special in your own ways. Bee, your honey is a treasure, and your hard work keeps this garden thriving. Butterfly, your beauty brings joy to everyone who visits. You both contribute to the magic of this garden." The butterfly smiled, grateful for the bird's kind words. The bee, though still skeptical, began to see the bird's point. Days passed, and the butterfly and the bee found themselves working together on an important task. The bird had spotted a tiny caterpillar munching on a leaf. "It needs protection," said the bird. "It's vulnerable to predators. Can you two keep an eye on it?" The butterfly and the bee agreed. They watched as the caterpillar grew larger, devouring leaf after leaf. Over time, the caterpillar stopped eating and began spinning a chrysalis. The butterfly and the bee marveled at the transformation, eager to see what would happen next. One day, the chrysalis began to move. The butterfly, bee, and bird gathered around, watching in awe. Slowly, a beautiful new butterfly emerged, its wings glistening in the sunlight. The garden seemed to pause in admiration. "Wow!" exclaimed the bird. "It started as a tiny caterpillar, and now look at it." The bee, too, was amazed. "So much beauty from something so small and ordinary," it murmured. "It's truly inspiring." The butterfly, smiling, said, "You see, bee, everyone has their own journey. You create honey through hard work, and I've had my struggles to become what I am today. We're both special in our own ways." Just then, the guru of the garden, a wise old owl, perched on a high branch, spoke. "Remember, children, beauty and talent are gifts, but they come with their own challenges. Never let jealousy cloud your heart. Instead, appreciate each other's strengths and grow together. The bee nodded, feeling a sense of peace. From that day on, the bee, butterfly, and bird became close friends, each appreciating the unique role they played in the garden's harmony. Moral of the story: no matter how different we are, everyone has their own struggles and strengths. Celebrate your unique journey and admire the beauty in others. Jealousy only diminishes the magic we can create together.